has a save.
Quinzani, like so many of these players, sporting beards, playoff beards. He said he started growing his for the Boston Bruins. And then the Celtics. What's next? He's gonna have a Boston Cannons beard?
Joe Von Miller, a bounce shot. Piece of that Schroeder. Manley finds the loose change for Costabile. Got some room. Thought about a crank, passing instead. Beyond the reach, though, of Gibbs Fogarty. Another turnover.
2 turnovers on stone-cold fast breaks for Duke. The earlier handcuffing, and this one just off target. C.J. Costabile, he's a artistic and creative player. Still comes down to your stick work, being accurate, especially in transition.
Nims offensive end. Syracuse by 2 here. 1 goal each in this second quarter. Orange has not trailed yet.
Ninja!
Jamison.
Go on, turn him. Drive. Squeeze.
Feet for Tim Desco.
Good.
And he throws it away. Turnover, Duke gets it back. Coverage of the NCAA Lacrosse Championship concludes on ESPN HD Monday, 1 o'clock Eastern. The winner of this game taking on either Cornell or top-seeded Virginia. The NCAA Lacrosse Championships presented on ESPN by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. For more, log on ESPN.com. And you'll see saves like that. Galloway shutting down Duke. And the Orange a breakout. Here is Nims. Little face dodge move. Watched by McKee. Great matchup. Along with his one-on-ones with Mike Manley in this game today.
To me, what was most impressive about Syracuse's first 2 playoff wins, the ability to play a slow-down game. Taking care of Siena in the Dome, and then last week against the Maryland Terrapins.
Jamison. Right behind the cage will operate. Here's Matt Abbott. Dad Tom played at Syracuse. Both grandfathers played at Syracuse. Talk about a family tradition. Officials stop play. The net knocked off its line. And the Orange will re-trigger. Matt Abbott was, we've learned, a Tewaaraton finalist, the Heisman Trophy of college lacrosse. Tewaaraton, the Mohawk native name for the game of lacrosse. And that award will be presented May 28th in Washington. Who wins it? We'll find out. Parrott scores! First 2-goal scorer for the Orange. 6-3 Syracuse.
Severe angle shot. You see the energy and spunk that Parrott adds to the Syracuse offense. Talented wing dodger. In and out. Plant your feet, let it rip towards that far post. He gets to that hash mark, that football hash mark that you can barely see here in Gillette Stadium. That tells you as a midfielder that you have a shot if you can get to that hash mark. Fighting through some severe knee injuries in his senior campaign.
Ball's out. Payton wins the draw. Duke streaks in, offensive end, shot, it's a pipe. Got some iron. Sam Payton ripped that beyond the reach of Galloway, who gets a break. And Brad Ross, loose change, ground ball for Duke. Quinzani muscling in on Lade. Ross cranks, the big shot, scores! Brad Ross, his first.
Ross does an excellent job here of following Quinzani. Quinzani sniffing out the corner. Ross steps in behind him for the throwback. And then the 3-step release. Watch the feet of number 10 right there, the way he's able to hop, step. Look at the feet. That is as good as it gets in terms of shooting technique. Little hop step, the weight shifts from the back foot to the front foot. You twist and torque and get your whole body behind that shot.
White ball. He's leaving.
Violation Payton. Malton and Syracuse take over. Quick re-trigger, Jovan Miller. Football star in high school, Christian Brothers Academy in Syracuse. Heavily recruited as a running back out of high school, but fell in love with lacrosse, wanted to play for his hometown team.
Legal procedure on face-offs, common call, it can be a bunch of things. In that case, Peyton was leaning into the neutral zone. It can be a false start where you move before the whistle. It can be an illegal alignment, whether your feet are too far to the right. Your feet cannot be past your right hand. Maybe your hand's up, choking on the plastic of your stick. It can be a bunch of different violations.
Kale's got 10 seconds to get it inside the box. Watched by Solik, cranks the big shot. Save, Schroeder saw it well. Airborne along the wing. Now the battle. And Jamison comes loose. Syracuse resets. Had a hat trick in his first career start for Syracuse against Siena, first round tournament game at the Carrier Dome. A goal last week for Jamison. Did not start against Maryland. Big adjustment for the Orange to get that kind of firepower in their lineup so late. Jamison practiced all year, but was not eligible because of those academic questions. Tipped out of bounds by McKee. The stick of Norowski. And Greg's cousin, Kenny Nims. They grew up best friends, Kenny told us yesterday. Along with former Orange star Brendan Loftus. All from Watertown, New York. An hour or so north of Syracuse. A timeout call by the Orange here. When we return, Quint Kesnick will have the Home Depot coaching clinic. Tell us all about the fire points of the game. That's on the way from Foxborough. Syracuse up by 2. Duke and Syracuse have met since 2002 quarterfinals, won by the Orange en route to a national title. Here they've got a 6-4 lead. Let's take a look now at our Home Depot coaching clinic with our very own Quint Kesnick.
Like hockey, where all shots come from the ice, in lacrosse, you have a variety of release points. You have an overhand release, a three-quarter arm shot release, a sidearm release, or even an underhand release. Very important to change the planes of the shot. So a high shot, boom, ball ends up down low. Three-quarter arm, I like to yank it for the corners. Sidearm, maybe you try a bouncer. And then lastly, when you do drop your stick down low for a low release point, the goalie typically is going to drop down with you. Good opportunity to lift up top and try to stick the corner.
Pat Parrott dodging left-hand. That's a straight overhand release. The further you dodge down the alley, the more important it is to take an overhand shot. You see Joel White go sidearm, increasing his angle, and there's an underhand release. Causes Rob Schroeder to struggle finding it coming out of the pocket of Daniello. 3 different release points on Syracuse Orange goals.
I think it's important to update everyone on that boys Latin goalie. He's okay.
He
right
made
after.
it, yeah. Adam Scharf started this year at Bates College, a Division III program.
So no permanent damage from you scoring all those goals on him.
No physical damage because he really didn't get hit by the ball. The emotional scars could last a lifetime.
That's the question, really.